Okay, we're going to, I got the top cap out in the last video with the chisel. That came out pretty easy. Still laying on the floor. We have this one here, and this one is in, there's two good hard punch marks in here that stake that in, okay? As far as I know, that's typically called staking. You put some punch marks in around the edge there, and it squishes that metal in over to hold that cap in. Now, one option is, especially if you're using the press and stuff like that, is we could actually just set this up and start, since I've got the cotter bolt out, is start hammering that down. That would just push this right out, okay? In a lot of cases, especially if you have it on the vehicle, that just might be your easiest option, is just to hammer that out. But I was going to do this, kind of do it the way the book says. For example, I was going to do that to the top one, but the way the top one was, it wouldn't have been a fair example, basically. So I'm going to start by putting a punch mark in the center here, just to help keep my drill bit from wandering too much. Now, it should be fairly soft metal. And should be a fairly dull drill. So let's see here. Yeah, I guess you can still just see that. So let's see if I can puncture the cap instead of puncturing myself. And there was a little bit of punch through. Yeah, there's not much space there. There is a little gap. So that when it caught, that was the drill bit punching through the bottom of the cap, getting caught on that burr. That's pretty typical when you're drilling through metal. And I imagine none of that's in focus. But anyway, what I have is it's a self-threading bolt. I ground the tip off just a little bit there so I can get the bolt in further before it hits the Kingpin. It's not self-drilling. It is self-threading, self-tapping. It's a automotive bolt, and basically those holes where they took something hot and they just pushed it through the metal, and the metal just went through and made a hole. They put these in and just run it in. It doesn't actually cut the threads, it forms the threads. It just pushes threads into the metal. So let's see if we can get it started in here. I've got this extension. This might be better. I'm right-handed. I could do it left-handed. I'd rather not. Let's just turn this around a bit, put it on this side. I will probably be too lazy to edit any of that, but as long as it works, it gets done. So I picked a drill slightly smaller than the bolt. This is typically a hardened bolt anyway, and you can see it starting to pull that out, if you can. It takes forever for this damn camera to focus, so maybe by the time I'm done it'll be in focus. But you can see it is pulling that out. It's coming up here, it's bowing right across the thing, but the stakes are holding it in. So oh, and now the screw's stripped out. How do you like that crap? God, people actually enjoy working on old crappy cars. Not my favorite pastime. I'd rather be building tools. Anyway, Let's see if maybe, if we take a, well, I was going to say center punch. This is actually a nail set, not a center punch. Ah, there we go. And it didn't even bend the nail set. A lot of times you do that with those Harbor Freight ones, and it bends it. So there's not very much noticeable play down here. And that's it for that. Now we're on to trying to hammer the pin out. It'd be really nice just to put it in the press and push it out, but I've already done that in one of the other videos, so we'll try something different this time.